So, when are Black women gonna hold ourselves accountable for the disgustingness that is coming out of the neighborhood, the disgustingness that we're raising? These children have no respect, they have no morals, no values, and quite frankly, the women don't either. They don't respect the men that they're having these children with, and then they're having children by the same men. So, meaning they have a baby with a man that has two baby moms already. It's disgusting behavior, and they're not able to properly watch their children because they're so focused and on all these external things. They're focused on this celebrity culture, and they're focused on getting a Louis bag and going outside and party, but they're not focusing on making sure that their children can read. So Black women definitely need to take some accountability with what's going on in the Black community. And I understand that Black men are not in the homes either, but Black women won't allow them to be. Black women are not agreeable. Black women don't like to listen. Black women are masculine. These are the problems that we're having in our community, and Black women must take accountability. I'm sorry.
That's because these children are not being raised. They are being maintained by these single mothers. Here's an iPhone, here's an Xbox, now get out my face. And without fathers in the household, they are literally being shown how to conduct themselves through social media.
Tired of fussing at your children, constantly yelling, acting like they can't hear you, talking back, getting in trouble at school, deliberately disobeying you? I got something for you. Switches. They come in all shapes, sizes, colors, and elasticity.
We are in a fucking crisis, a pandemic with this single mother and shit. But it is a proven fact that single mother households produce the worst product.
Facts.
It's
That's
a
100% fact, yeah.
If you take two parent households, single father household, single mother household, statistically based on facts, the household with the woman heading it by herself produces the worst product. And for our people, for Black people, for African American people, those single mother households are the reason why prisons are filled with a good majority of our
You are 100%
people,
right.
So these are facts. You sit this on the table. Here go the fact. And then you say, so y'all need to start valuing men being involved in the lives of your children. I can't make you be with your baby daddy, or we can't say that somebody has to stay with somebody, because we know that children are being born out of situations where the two people aren't healthy together.
Yeah.
But you having access to a man and a woman during your upbringing needs to be brought back.
Black women need to practice delayed gratification when it comes to choosing the man that's going to father their children. Focusing on his accomplishments, not if he looks good, gives you butterflies, or makes you tingle.
I need y'all to please pray for my son. I'm really worried and I'm really concerned for his future. So let me tell y'all why I'm concerned and why I'm worried. I am raising a Black son, and ideally, my husband and I, we would love for him to find him a beautiful Black woman to marry and raise a family with, and continue our legacy. But my worry and my concern is the young women that he'll encounter. What will be his options? Unfortunately, a lot of Black little girls are being raised and influenced by their bitter and miserable mothers.
Is she wrong? Nope.
And I'm sorry to say it, but that's just what it is. And in turn, that influences who our children, like who they interact with and what are their options. If all the young girls in today's society who are growing up and being raised by their mothers are being told to not do this, to not do that, you could do whatever you want, where does that leave my baby? Like, what are the options? Like, again, I would love to have a Black daughter-in-law. That's what I would love. And again, it's up to him what he wants. But if that is what he wants, what are going to be his options? If these mothers are influencing their daughters in the most negative, nasty way to just act unruly, and the whole, I don't need a man for anything, but I also want a man to take care of me. It's just like so I just need y'all to pray for my baby. Like, seriously.
I'm around young, teenage, and early 20s Black males, and a lot of them say that sisters are loud and aggressive and they don't deal with them.
Your kids have zero respect. Like, y'all with the 2.10 versions and above, your kids have no respect. They have no common decency and etiquette for adults. Like, one thing about our parents, they caused us a lot of childhood trauma, but one thing we can say is that we respect authority and adults. When we see an adult, we know how to act accordingly. I am posting this video right now and it's 5:15, ne? I literally came back like 5 minutes ago. In the lift, I almost got into a physical fight with a child, with a little Moana.
Hey, my babies. This conversation was on my heart to share and to have with you all, okay? You guys know I'm a therapist. I work with families. A big consensus among a lot of parents are the kids are entitled. They're spoiled. They think they deserve everything. And I'm going to tell you how some of you all have a hand in that. Specifically, my single parents who either have a completely absent co-parent, the co-parent is deceased, the co-parent is in jail, or for those parents who grew up in very rough conditions. So your kids act like that because you're overcompensating. Yeah. You're overcompensating, right? Basic things like love, kindness, respect, all of those things we are entitled to. But the extras, your kids feeling like they can get bad grades and they can still have the $1,200 iPhone. They can still have the you're gonna pay for the $500 wig installment, the $900 shoes. You're going above and beyond because you're doing it from a place of lack. I've seen parents working 2 jobs to give their kids the extras, not just the basic necessities. That's okay, but the extras that sometimes these kids don't even understand the concept of earning. We grew up knowing that you couldn't ask for certain things, number 1, because it was just out of the budget, or number 2, because you didn't earn it, or you knew what you were going to have to do in order to meet a certain expectation to be able to get the things that you wanted. They're missing that. The kids don't understand that 30 minutes down the street is a kid who will never have the things that they have, and they have to show up every day and still work twice as hard to get the things that they want. I really try to encourage all parents to understand the wounds that they still have from their own inner child, because it's going to show up in how you parent, whether that be you overcompensating because you don't want your child to feel lack, you don't want them to suffer, you don't want to tell them no because it's what you experience, right? But there is a balance in everything. The other parent being missing, they have to learn how to heal and live with that. You can't absolve that absence from them, no matter how much you buy, no matter how much you spend. So I really hope that we understand, number 1, we need firm boundaries with these kids. Some of you all have teens, they might be a little too far gone. But for those of you all who have young ones who you can instill certain values in and understanding appreciation, gratitude, that taking them to underserved communities where they can volunteer or see that everybody does not live the life that they live. And that's what's missing. Teach your kids about their privilege and teach them how to understand that everybody doesn't have it.
As you know from previous videos, I used to be a stepfather, and I used to ask my ex-wife why would she buy her children $500 Xboxes and iPhones, and she said it's because she wanted her children to have what she didn't have growing up. And I would say, well, we didn't have these things growing up because they didn't exist. And it would turn into an all-out fight. So I agree with the last lady about single mothers carrying old wounds from childhood. Anywho, like, subscribe, peace.
DeadPill.
Yes.
I love you.
Bullshit.